I would love to talk about ALS for a brief minute about its evolutionary role in the human species in terms of why it is that something like this would, be in existence for people in the first place. And obviously, nature, it doesn't take much of delving into the reality of nature to realize that nature can be quite a cruel beast. And for seemingly no reason, just afflict species or people with a level of indifference and cruelty that, I don't think any modern ethical person would wish upon their worst enemy. If you think about ALS from an evolutionary point of view, how do you think about why it exists in the first place? Is it simply that these things exist because they exist, and there's no ultimate reason? It's just a fact of nature. How do you think about that in general?
It's a good question. I haven't been asked that one before. I think of ALS as an aging illness, to be honest, like that it's accelerated aging. We know, for example, that once someone hits 60 normally without ALS, their motor neurons, they start to lose motor neurons. And for Parkinson's, it's, they start to lose those neurons. And so there's something about the ability of our neurons to live past a certain use, I guess. And there's, some people think if we all live to 120, 130, we all get ALS. So that I think it's part of that evolution that our bodies have not been made yet, that our neurons can survive, long wear and tear. And why it's accelerated when people get sick, that's what we're trying, that's what the field's trying to figure out. So that's kind of how I think of it. If we can figure out why we age, evolutionary, then we'll figure out why people get ALS and Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, which are all kind of diseases of aging.